So then I told
Hi and welcome to Desis and Dragons and Talvox. What are you on about? Listen, we are here. We are your Desis, and we are here for the last stream of the year.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Unfortunately, not all of us could be here. Some of us had a busy end of the year stuff to deal with.
Say what it is. Talvar is passed out drunk somewhere, and that's it.
Wow.
Okay.
Look, just because Talvar found someone special for New Year's doesn't mean we all have to be antsy about it.
Yeah, she found it at the bottom of a bottle.
Oh, you guys are at the bottom of the sewer. Don't give her shit. Don't give her shit. Anyway, let's go to people giving
Okay.
alone on New Year's. And speaking of other people who don't want to be alone on New Year's, hi, I'm your DM, Chiraga's Nani. I've been DMing this thing for a while. We're still going on. This is the Broken 12-hour Eberron campaign. Going on to the wonderful robot Pewter, played by.
Hello, it's Pewter here, and I'm played by Shubham, who has now decided to speak in third person for some reason. But anyway, Pewter is a Warforged monk who is currently trying to decide what his moral compass will be, as he doesn't quite know, and his influences are odd. So we'll see where this rock's gonna tumble down to, or up to.
All right.
Yeah, Alika.
And they're rocking and rolling. Alika.
Oh, hello, it is me, Alika. I play Medu de Vadalis, a human fighter slowly morphing into something else. Perhaps at the end of this session, maybe, or maybe not. But hey, new year, new class, what do I say? I just play a regular old human, and I have a trusty companion who's very trustily far away from me right now. That's how things go, apparently, in Drome.
That's fair. Do your characters have any resolutions for the upcoming new year that they got planned?
Stay alive.
I think I will stay in and read a book. I usually like to do that and then wake up like nice and early at 5 o'clock on the 1st of Jan. Maybe go for a walk.
Is this your character or is this you?
Oh, sorry, this is me. This is Pewter. No. I don't think Pewter's experienced a new year yet, so we'll see what that's like.
That's true, yeah. I feel a bit concerned that you thought Alika's new year was to stay alive, but because that's more depressing.
It's like it's the pandemic. That sounds like a very reasonable goal to have.
You can't say that. No, YouTube doesn't like that. YouTube doesn't like being reminded of reality. So let's enter fantasy as we go back to Eberron. Now, anyone feel up to doing a recap, or would they like?
Tell us about Saint Eye-Claws, DM. Tell us about Saint Eye-Claws.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. So, last time our heroes decided to leave the sewers briefly to wash up and basically get a light so that they aren't just trapped down underground. And as they did, they met Henrietta, got their pay in a bar, and got paid for their Kyber Dragon shards that they found, which was, good. Finally, they have some disposable income, and they immediately went shopping, as they are wont to do. Where Pewter made contact with an old goblin sensei, whose name they did not learn, but they had already very tempted to take on his training and become his disciple, all for a sweet, sweet set of monk robes, which he's currently wearing. Which is, magical monk robes. With their new threads and new glow and new kit, they all headed down back into the sewers, where they found the D6s, which are a group of young punks who are basically causing trouble, saying, go back home, gnomes, and just causing a lot of trouble for House Devanis. And the team had agreed to clean up that problem, to deal with it some way, in exchange for a sending stone. Once they were there, they were disturbed by weird singing that was going down way below. As they followed the weird singing through a wall that didn't exist, our heroes entered, and they found all these children, standing next to a warm, hot fire, all surrounded the ever-lovely and disturbing Saint Eye-Claws, a spectator, which had a big fluffy, had 4 eyes, huge teeth, and a big eye in the middle. After a little bit of like chatting and disturbing talks about what constitutes being naughty and nice, the players attacked. They took down the creature, thankfully without harming any of the children around. And now the children were like, none of the kids have been hurt so far. The kids don't know what to do. They explained that they were most of them are like orphans or with very bad, very few places to go. And they were lured in here by the telepathy of the Spectator, who was like saying, yes, work for me. I am a servant of the Dark Six. I am Saint Eyeclaws. And so they were warned. And at that moment, the fireplace dissipated, extinguished itself, and Nogu discovered in the next room over this old room, which has got a plinth in it where they found an imprint matching House Kaneth's Gorgon, which looks exactly like the symbol that Nogu saw in his vision for the second talisman that our heroes need to find. Because if they do not find all 12, a horrible creature called Delkia is going to come out and warp reality. So, our heroes trying to figure out what the heck's going on. The Saint Eyeclaws has been speared through its eye through a magic spell, but it has stabilized. So the heroes are at this point where they realize they could kill this thing, make sure it's not a threat, or they could revive it and ask it some questions. It is still weak because it has lost its big eye, but the choice is up.
Before we make this call, sorry,
we have to play?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want me to end the recap, or did you want to say something before I ended the recap?
Oh no, end the recap. I thought we were jumping right into the game.
Yeah, and so our heroes wonder what to do as Henrietta comes into the room and is like very concerned by what the fuck is going on. We are in.
Amazing. There's an announcement we need to make.
Yes. So because our in-house announcer and general loudmouth isn't present, I will try to do this for her. We have Powered by the Apocalypse week coming up. And for that, if you are interested in being a player, you can sign up on our Discord. So make sure to go check out the link in the description and sign up for that.
Yeah, just to be clear, Powered by the Apocalypse week, on our Discord server, a bunch of our lovely members are volunteering to DM, Game Master, Master of Ceremonies, a bunch of Powered by the Apocalypse games. Come join our server, come play. There's going to be games like all throughout the next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a variety of stuff. There's going to be math. There's going to be Monster Heart, Urban Shadows, Bluebeard, Queers, all kind of games. It's all going to be good. It's all going to be good fun. There's going to be something for you. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a go. Now, so come on down to the server, check it out.
Powered by the Apocalypse is a great fun system, so you should give it a shot if you've never tried it.
We'll talk about it more after the game. So stay tuned for that.
Sweet. And now back into the game. Apparently the music that I chose is not working, so I have now disabled it. I'm not hurt by this at all. Fine.
Use your imagination to provide background music.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's copyright.
Yeah. A bit.
Burn
with. Nope. That's also probably a copyright.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should get started. Yeah. I think Medu was currently outside, slow freaking out about the responsibility of suddenly so many kids on our hands.
Those kids all look up at you, hopefully.
Yeah, okay. So, and we see this thing is like unconscious but alive, right?
Yes.
Oh,
It's not breathing, but it hasn't like it's because they don't properly breathe, but there is like the veins going up, and so there's still like movement
it's
in there.
throbbing.
The eyeballs are throbbing.
Great. I can try to save this thing. I don't have healing, but I can at least like stabilize it. Should I try that?
Should we consider perhaps blinding it first? Or tying its eye stalks down. We can tie them up with rope.
Itawa looks and said, like, It is stable, but I like that idea. That's a good idea, Peter.
Okay.
We can tie it up, or we can like cover up the eyes with like we have blankets or anything.
I don't think we have blankets.
Yeah, I mean, Henrietta, you got rope and like in front of all these kids. No, I mean for tying things. Oh, yeah, monsters. Right, adventuring.
You can take the talvar out of the thirst, but not the thirst out of the talvar, apparently. Carrying on.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys want to like cover up the eyes and just like wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll move them behind the body so that they are bent backwards, the stalks, and then tie them up and cover them with fabric.
Okay. So yeah, even though it's like the 4 eye stalks are like pulled back. One is like mostly white, and you just like covered it up.
Yeah.
It's very you put it on its side. The kids are like horrified that you're kind of like desecrating the body of this, icon, this like holy figure for them. But they're not saying shit because you've just killed it with magic and punching.
Yeah.
So they're just like giving you space. But a few of these kids, including the kobold with the little plush toy, is crying.
Yeah.
Like silent crying, tears coming down, but not saying anything.
I'll just say to them, listen, it's okay. It's not dead yet.
Yeah.
But he's been doing something very naughty. It's 100% on the naughty list. So this is getting what it deserves.
He was naughty.
He was lying to you.
Talvar was like, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of healing, and she casts healing word. There's like light coming in, and like this kid just what, and it's just like screaming out, like screeching out the thing. It cannot see because its main eye has been like impaled, so it's completely like blinding out there. And it's like screaming, and the kids are like covering their heads. And like Henrietta's like also holding her head, but she's able to keep saving it. She's like, you guys can't hear anything because like all its telepathy, your mind blank earrings render it. You can't hear any of this thing. Okay, it's saying what's happening, what's going on. You can't see anything.
Wait, I'll tell it to you. Be quiet and don't broadcast your thoughts. You're scaring everybody, and if you get scared, you get twitchy, and you may not survive very long if you get twitchy.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh God, where is my character? Hey, come over here. Oh wow, it's taking a while.
That's a good point. I forgot to pull up my character as well.
We play without characters. Everything's made up, and the points don't matter.
But the hit points do.
Intimidation. Well, I'm not that great at it, but let's give it a shot. Look at that first roll of the night. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Great. At that point, it like the kids stop holding their heads, and the thing like like, and then like Henrietta said like, yeah, it's saying I'm sorry, scary human figure. I will behave myself.
Great.
Yes, and like you could like see it's like recoiling a little bit, and just like as best it can, its eye source are kind of moving like hands, and it's just like trying to calm. They why? Okay, why have you left me alive in this torturous existence? This is all coming out of Henrietta, and it looks like the kid out of Henrietta's mouth.
I assume you're taking out all the swear words for the benefit of the kids, but thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think he said he doesn't know human swear words, and like his Zoriat swear words would explode your brain. So I'm grateful he's not using that.
Good to know. First of all, I look at Pewter and Talvar and say, should we question its motives here?
I mean, it's a good starting point.
Great, let's do this then.
Why are you here, and what do you want? And
Oh God.
And you what? You kick it?
I don't kick it because that's a bad idea. I'd probably die if I kick it.
Pewter's going to do bad cop. Am I going to do good cop?
He doesn't need steel-toed boots. He is the steel-toed boot. He just like looks back and like Henrietta like screeching it out of his mouth. Henrietta says, "It was summoned here by a ritualist about 104 years ago. 104 years ago, to guard a important item, and like also and the spell and it has stayed here because it doesn't really have a way back. The spell only lasts. The spell needs to be renewed every 101 years, and they never came to renew it.
Wait a minute. So doesn't that mean you could go then if it's not renewed?
No, no. No, the loyalty is what's renewed. Like my duty to protect to protect it vanished 3 years ago. I don't actually have a way back.
So you didn't protect the item. Did you see who took it?
Oh no, I protected. He protected it for 101 years, but 3 years ago that ended. So he did not care. At this point, he just wanted, to cause, pain and suffering as best he, cause suffering, spread the madness a little bit, maybe form his own fiefdom as best he could. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, a mind flayer moved into town on top, so he's had to hide a little bit without being detected.
And his plan to do that was to take in a bunch of orphan kids?
Oh yeah, easy. It's quite easy to manipulate children in that respect. Your young offspring is very easy. Just give them, especially if everyone else is ignoring them, give them a little bit of attention, and you can make them do all manner of evil.
Kids, see, this creature was clearly evil.
Very much on the naughty list. He was making you do things just for the slightest bit of attention, which you all deserve, but you don't need to do bad things to get attention.
They're like, that's not what he's saying to us. Why is she saying these things? And Talvar looks at it like, oh shit, he's having multiple conversations at once. He's talking to Henrietta one thing and telling these kids something else.
Okay, go on. You were gonna say something else.
I'll just kind of like go to the kid who's holding the plushie and be like, can you please repeat what this one is saying to you? Thank you. Don't be afraid, I'm not going to hurt you.
He said you guys are holding him hostage, covering his eyes. So he's saying whatever he says. So he's saying whatever he has to Henrietta, and that we should. Looks nervous at his friends. And I think, don't be a snitch. Don't be a snitch. He's holding his plushie to his mouth.
I applaud your loyalty to this creature. It is very admirable. However, he is brainwashing you, and you don't need to actually listen to him.
Roll persuasion. Normally it'd be a disadvantage, but like Nogu's there, and he said, and like Nogu kind of won them over with a nat 20 last time, so I know like, yeah, I'm with her. You can trust her. So you're just rolling normally.
I rolled a 6.
The dark 6? No.
Definitely the dark 6. They have come.
I don't know. I'm not supposed. I mean, he kind of speaks to God, and it's just a little bit weird not to speak to you.
Okay. You don't
not speak to that. Yeah. Give me a perception check. Pewter can as well.
Let's go. Big fat 3 plus something. 2, 5 total.
22.
Cool. Pewter is just like seeing this little kid. He's looking very shy, and so he's also checking out the Spectator, and he's not doing anything. So he's got this big grin, which he constantly has. Alaka, you notice that the other kids, they're like getting around you guys, and they started pulling out like very tiny shivs. Like, and they look like they're clearly looking for an opportunity to like stab you guys, because that clearly, and it's like they weren't doing it before while the thing was unconscious, but now they seem to have just been starting adjusting and preparing. Mm-hmm. Like they're tilting their head like they're listening to something.
Alright, I noticed.
They're also kind of hoping you. Yeah, you notice this. Go.
Alright. Just be like, okay, that's how it is. I pull out my scimitar, I twirl it in my hand, and I say, listen, my sword is way bigger than all of yours, and I point it at all of them, and I say, and I don't want to use this at all. But if you're going to try and sneak up on me, it's going to end badly.
Okay. I'm going to let the nat 20 from before carry on, and you hear the clang, clang, clang as a bunch of like 2x4s, shivs, things all drop, and like the little one holding his plushie just like opens up the zip and like drops this huge knife just out kicking us out of the plushie.
Inventive. I'm impressed.
Okay. So like Henrietta just said like he said it was worth a shot. Okay. He sounds like he doesn't feel any remorse. I think he might be insane.
Well, that's great, but well, what was he making you all do otherwise? Just like I'm talking to the kids, just like day to day. What was the stuff he was making?
Tell him what's going on about thing here, there, what people are up to, and then when Sivanese came over to like cause them trouble, try and get them to leave, because they're intruders and they're on the naughty list, and just like do what they can to get rid of them.
Oh. Well,
Do graffiti here, there, and everywhere. Show the D6 sign, and yeah.
Does doing the D6 sign invite the gods to like help you?
Are you asking that aloud, or are you like doing a religion check?
Asking them out because they said this. Right?
Yeah. The kids don't know, and like Henrietta says, like, okay, and you see the Spectator's just like, and, like he's laughing at you. He says, "Oh, wow! I can't believe you organics believe in the gods. I expect this of children, but not, mature organisms. Or I guess in your case, steel organism."
Interesting. So gods are not real.
Talvar, like, what do you mean? Of course, I am a cleric, and
Yeah, but you've never met your god.
Yes. Well, yeah, I definitely only never met my god. I definitely don't have dreams about the gods. No, that'd be weird. No, that doesn't. No, but
inside check.
Sure, go with it.
It was almost in that 20. 11.
She's panicking really weird, and it's like you can't tell if this is normal, her normal like excited like panicking thing from being near Henrietta or any other attractive person, or if she's actively hiding. She seems to be like really, she's like something's off about her right now. But you also know that like the Spectator is just like they're not watching because they don't have eyes, but it's like it's shifting around to try and like at least be enjoying what the panic in her voice.
Right. Well, anyways, we don't need to take any notice of things said by someone on the naughty list. So I think we don't need to consider the fact that you believe or don't believe in gods. That is for everyone to decide on their own. But here's the question now: what do we do with this?
We kill this evil creature because
Nogus said, like, should we find out what happened to the talisman?
Good point. Thank you, Nogu. What happened to the talisman, to the thing you were supposed to protect and totally failed in?
Hey, I protected for 101 years, then they disappeared, then the person disappeared, so spend a year, just like, trying to cause some shit, then they got really careful about this thing when the Mind Flayer came, then I got kind of bored about, how do you humans do months? Okay, he gives a date, and I had to translate it to about 7 or 6 months. A humanoid came in here. A small one had scales on it, looked a bit odd. Thanked to high heaven. Came in, took the item, and I didn't really care. I just wanted him to leave. He stank. I said, "Fuck it, go! You're ruining the fire." Then he left, and I was like, "Okay, I'm bored now." And so I tried to cause some shit.
As one does.
Yeah. He's like, I may have told him a little bit about what the thing does, and so he could have some fun with that.
Oh,
it'd be funny.
Great. Well, I'm sure it's hilarious, but now what do we do now? It might be anywhere. It's probably not in the capital, or maybe still in the capital, but it's in the hands of something who's using it. I point to one of the kobold kids. It look a little bit like this one.
I have no idea what you're pointing at. I'm blind.
That's true. Shame.
Both of you can do insight checks.
Oh no, he's totally being able to see and he's just fibbing.
15.
Ooh, 18.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. With a 15, both of you guys know that you've met something that operates down in the sewers that's like small, scaly, and stinks to high heavens. It reminds you of the troglodyte sewer cleaning crew. You remember those guys? So like that stinks mind. Like there's a lot of things that smell, but like troglodytes are infamous for how badly they smell. But that's like a exactly yeah. So that
Wait
makes
a
you mind that.
minute.
Yeah.
What if it was with those people? Do you remember them having a spear or a mace or something? That's what it looks like over there.
Yeah. And with the and as you're like trying to think like you think like small doesn't necessarily mean kobold size. Like troglodytes are medium creature, but it could just be a short one. Yeah. Exactly. Also, when 18, you hear the sizzle as the thing like the cloth binding it breaks through as it uses one of its eye beams to break free, and it's like it starts floating again, and just like and it's still like stuck, like its eyes are stuck, but it's still able to move around. It's like, all right, now I'm free, and it's like and it's like okay, it says if you back up, or it will fire all the beams at. Oh, not the plushie kid, and aims at the kid with the plushie who formerly had a knife in this plushie.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Let me have a look to see if I can do anything. Computer, you're the fast one. I don't know. Wait, aren't you doing anything? You can outsee it.
I'm not sure what
Yeah, actually, with the 18, what's it called? Alika can act first.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I'll do the extremely stupid but very Meru thing and just fling myself in front of the kid and try to intercept the beam.
Yeah, it hasn't fired the beam. It's preparing to fire the beam. But yeah. You jump in front of the kid. So you're there, and he's like,
yep.
Fine. We're going to go initiative now.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do this.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, my initiative's good. I'm rolling well today.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
So, okay. Beam aimed at the kid. Knife where?
The kid dropped his knife.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of knives on the floor around you. Knives,
right.
2x4s, darts, all kinds of shit.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it's very low on the initiative order.
Okay.
The only one lower than it, right, is Talvar.
Okay.
And Nobu.
Okay.
Right. Oh yeah, my initiative's 20. So. Who goes first?
What did you get, Alaka?
20.
What did you get, Peter?
19.
Ooh.
All right. Alaka, you're up first.
Okay. If I'm up first, can I have my scimitar out. Can I do a stupid thing and throw it at its face?
Yeah, you're within range. Go for it.
Okay. So this would be a improvised weapon throw?
Sure, I think so, because you're treating it like an improvised weapon. So you don't have your proficiency bonuses at this, because I don't think you're proficient in improvised weapons.
No. So I guess this would be like what, a dex check?
No, it's an attack roll, but you add your dexterity bonus. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, just roll a dex check. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. With D&D Beyond.
Does D&D Beyond let you roll a simple dex check?
Yeah, you just click on the dex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Dex roll.
What'd you get?
Oh wow, I'm really rolling well. That's a 20.
Yeah, it hits. what's it called? Roll the damage of the scimitar. I don't know if you can add the damage. The proficiency.
The proficiency. I mean, I won't add the proficiency. I'll just add
No,
the
no,
dexterity.
you wouldn't add the proficiency. Yeah, I'm just thinking, would you add the dexterity damage? Yeah, why not? Go for it. Why not? Why not? Let's go for it. We're having fun here.
It's a big old 5, anyways, of damage.
Yeah. What's it called? With the goes in. It's like, that is so foolish. Why in the heck would you do? Just like literally in its jaw out, and it's like, and the telep is like, oh, I thought you were an archer. Body breaks apart, literally just breaks apart and starts to disintegrate in front of you.
Hilarious. I thought you were. Famous last words.
Let's write that in your epithet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were an archer.
Henrietta and the kids are like, they're like, oh god, this. Oh my god, look, he's turning into snow. Wow. Santa Claus died so that we could all be off the naughty list.
Oh my god, someone save us from indoctrination.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
I'm just going to like yank my sword out of this thing's body and say, okay, listen. This thing was 100% naughty, evil, bad, and now it's dead. You are all free now. Do you have homes to go to or anywhere that you need to go to?
Like 80-90% of the kids shake their heads.
I think we were suggesting that House Drask take them in.
House Trask.
Or the gnomes, the sending house.
Yeah. House Sylvanas or House Drask were both brought up.
Yeah.
And they had to also Nogu, I think there was like a suggestion brought up. I'll say it now. And it's like, should we tell the the mayor that this is gonna happen? Like,
Well, we definitely should tell him about this thing over here. Don't know about the kids though.
I have a question. How many kids are there total?
there are about 18 kids.
And how old is like the oldest in them?
The equivalent in human age would be about 40.
4?
1-4.
Not young, not old enough to be a squire.
Actually, squires in like medieval, it would have been about 12.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want a 12-year-old dying.
You want a squire?
No, I'm just saying we could get some followers, because that way we can take care of them. Maybe some of them want to fight.
Child, I think. Child labor.
Is it child labor? I mean, they don't know better. Like, I just want to point out that they were already laborers. We're just giving them a better lifestyle, giving them adventure. And I'm only 2 years old, so like, what are you guys going on about?
The point is that they have a chance of dying in this lifestyle that we are living in, so maybe not the best idea.
Nogu, who is also a child, says, I'm also a child with a chance of dying on this thing.
Yeah, but we can't do without you. Without you, everyone dies. So.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't dream of leaving you guys. So should we check with if House Sylvanas or House Drask will take these guys before we start squiring them?
Yeah. No, we are not squiring any of them. Also, I don't think we should tell the mayor, because if he starts to take care of these kids, they'll have just replaced one telepathic creature for another, and I don't know if that's a great idea. Henrietta, is your house like open to like taking in orphans? Or do you know places in the city that would like, I don't know, give them a better life?
If you're asking if it's like this, if you're like asking, can there be an orphanage built for these kids? If you're to go for that, you'd have to like speak to like the school. You have to speak to like the city government. Yeah. Like that would be the mayor to like make an orphanage to look after these kids and like to take responsibility for their own kids. If you're asking, will House Drask take them on in some role? I mean, squire is a good word. That is kind of like what we would essentially do with them. We could. That is something. It wouldn't be like necessarily. an easy life. I think they'd be the youngest people we'd put under a work contract, but they wouldn't go hungry, and we wouldn't let them cause any shit like that.
We should like do a research group, put half of them without Strask and half of them without Skin, and see how it works.
So,
out.
social experiment with orphans. That's better than taking them on an adventure with us.
They'll be fed and clothed.
This is
The
true.
worst person.
Okay,
So
kids.
impute, yeah.
Kids, do you
Imputer's
want
mine. He's
to?
already dividing 18 by 3.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, how many of you want to go on an adventure? How many of you want to learn how to send messages and celebrate random festivals? And how many of you want to be detectives?
No, no. Don't, wait, we can't let them choose at this age. They're too young. If they say adventure,
Okay, so I'm going to roll first up for.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
going to roll first for adventure. Let's see how many of these guys are into adventuring.
We're dead.
Six of them, including the one with the plushie, seem very keen on adventuring. Let's see how many are up for like the celebrating random holidays. Let's see.
I'm
Oh wow!
staring daggers
Another
at
6 were
Peter
really
now.
Another 6 were really into that, and yeah. 4 of them were like, basically a house grass great food. That's pretty interesting. 2 are very undecided. They don't really feel up for like any of those options.
Okay.
But yeah, there were a lot of like, yeah, we could be an adventure. And like one of them picked the little plushie with Kobold with the knife pick stuff. It's like, I can also throw knives. Look at me, and looks straight at Meidu and also like throws her knife and just like bangs off a wall and nearly impales another child.
Okay. You guys clearly need
adventure.
training. So, if you want to be adventurers, then you need to start training first. For that, you will also have to be with one of the houses because we can't train you while adventuring. But once you're ready, then you can join us.
Just 1 minute.
Talvar is just like Talvar's looking at all of this and it's like, what the heck are you guys
I lean
doing?
into Talvar and Medu. I'm like, don't worry, they know what it's like to be abandoned. When we leave and don't come back, they'll understand.
We can't do this. I am dragging Pewter away from these kids. And I'm dragging Nogu and Talvar with us. And I'll just send Henrietta. Don't mind, just keep an eye on them for like 5 minutes while we have a discussion here. Thanks.
Okay.
I grab Pewter and I kick your shin.
Yeah, I mean, it probably hurts you, but okay.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm like,
I feel like that we need to do a lot of reprogramming of your morality ethics.
I'm okay with that. I do feel like I took a few odd hits and I've been off kilter for a while. Have you guys considered that we could make this a social experiment that studies not only the different houses, but also across species? Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my programming.
Okay, you know what? We will deal with your programming. But first,
Don't worry.
we need an actual solution to this. Talvar, any ideas?
I guess.
Wait, do you have temples here? Do they have like not dark 6 temples, not dark 6 temples?
I'm sure there was a Dark 6. There must be like a Dark 6 like temple or thing. I mean, I wasn't checking it out or anything. I didn't feel any inclination to look at it. But yeah, I'm sure there must be one.
No, but like, what about a non-dark 6 temple? Like,
Dark 6 are very popular around here. Why? What temple did you want to send these kids to? You want to send them to become paladins for the Silver Flame? Priests for the Silver Flame?
well, I don't want to decide their future for them. I just want to make sure they're not hungry and cold and scared and alone, at least for the time being. That's like, that's the baseline right now that I'm working with because I was not ready to get up this morning and look after 18 kids. Just saying. Okay. No, do you have any ideas? You're a kid.
If we were in the
what you feel like.
Yeah, if we were in like back home, like I was very young when I became a gatekeeper, when I became a druid. So I'm just like thinking, But that's still a long journey from here.
I mean, if we were back
Go
home, I
there
would
and
send
be
them to
accepted.
Galathia's farm. That's a good place to grow up.
Yeah, maybe. I think like if we want like a not like all the houses, if they like take them on, they'll be like they'll be like as an employee where they'll be trained but also like cared for and thing. But it will be like kind of like they'll be like paying off. They'll be working for them until they like pay off their kind of like debt. And like and I thought was like, yeah, it's usually not too bad, but like they trained me quite young, and they trained you at a young age, and you know what the training's like.
Yeah, I mean, well, but I was like looked
So
after before. I didn't have to like do training to, fight. I
yeah,
just chose it.
yeah, it could be, it's something. I mean, we could try and like we could do it, I guess. Try and like get them things with the houses if we wanted to. But I feel like especially something like House Drask, yeah, they'll take. I think all the houses will. Maybe House Sylvanas will be a little less willing to, but they might need it. Or we encourage the Mind Flayer to build an orphanage.
Encourage a mind player to do something for us, or ask one of the houses for a favor. I wonder which one's more likely to go down well.
Listen, here's the thing though. We do have a little bit of advantage at the Mind Flayer because we have taken out an opponent of his, right?
Alika, I don't mean
Let's
this.
take the ball.
I don't mean this politically, but you're really left-leaning right now.
Am I like?
Yeah.
Should I shift here?
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
You were like half your face was getting cut off at one point, and I'm like,
I'm sorry. I like to shift a little more to the center of my screen. There we go. Anyways, okay. So we do have the body of this thing. Is it sort of dissolving?
You mean the rapidly dissolving body?
that one, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove it into like a bag, whatever I can.
It's dissolving. It's just gonna be a wet bag.
Yeah, it's basically you could.
Do you have
like,
a photograph?
Talvar pulls out a vial, like says, I've got.
Why do we
usually
need?
it's like-
Why do we need a sample of the dead spectator?
Because we can show this to the mayor and be like, look, we took out an opponent of yours in the sewers. So, if you could like do us a solid and help these kids out.
No, it was like, I mean, he can read minds, right? If we bring
Yeah.
one of the kids or Henrietta, they'll just verify for us.
Oh, that's
Actually,
We don't
Okay,
need the dead
okay.
body. We don't need to carry around dead bodies, everybody. That's a bit macabre, even for me. And I went to war.
we all went to war, Talvar.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
you
was
all
there.
don't seem to have any trauma from it, and I feel like that's maybe what's.
We have, excuse me, we all deal with our trauma in very different ways. Now, can you all agree that Henrietta looks kind of hot right now? You think she'd be a good mom?
Oh,
Looking at
that
Henrietta
that
swimming with all these
explains
kids.
a lot, actually.
Oh, wow.
Right. Okay.
Listen,
So, Medu, what's your weird war quirk?
let's not get into this at this moment, okay?
Fair enough. Priorities. I do need a priority. I need to prioritize. Task 1.
Right.
Get rid of orphans in an ethical way.
I like that you said ethical no-go ads.
Yes.
Which-
good job.
Which means we go to the mayor. If he doesn't take them, we hand them over to House Sylvanas and House Drask. Sorted. Task 1. Task 2. We need to follow after. No, wait. Task 2 is meet up with Cosmo. They should be close by, right?
Hopefully.
The troglodyte? We don't know where it is. It came and took the thing 7 months ago.
Cosmo's not the name of the troglodyte.
Oh, no, Cosmo, yes.
Yeah.
Forgot that one's name. Don't know. They'll probably be around somewhere. You can bump into them whenever.
Okay. Talvar, we need to meet Cosmo soon before Medu gets any more detached from her companion. And then 3.
It's a
Find
horse.
the troglodytes.
Yes.
Troglodyte should be somewhere in the sewer. I'm sure we can find them, no-go says. They seem nice.
Okay. Between task 1 and 2, sleep. we need a long rest. We haven't rested since
fine.
arriving in the city, which is like 4 games, you guys.
I don't know about you. I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
we fast march our way to the mayor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Are you you leave the sewer with this line of 18
I am-
orphan kids. Yeah.
Pewter is pipering that shit.
Yeah. Henrietta does find 2 of them who do actually have families and like gets them back to their homes.
Sure.
Wait, I asked them first. Are your families like super duper mean to you? Do they hurt you?
I mean, I was willing to join up with this big eye thing that spoke into my mind and encouraged me to do crime. So take from that what you will.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Okay, but are you just an edgy
Too bad.
teenager or?
You see this like little this little goblin with like black mascara under its eyes. Its hair it's like ears been tinted like black, and it's like edgy. Me? You don't understand me. You're gonna be in one of my poems.
I feel called
Back to
out.
your family.
But anyway,
You're going back to your family.
Steel invader, like a knife to my heart. Rage, rage, rage. It's like scribbling down the book.
hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, rage.
You'll go far, young one. You'll go far. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
So wait, now we have 16 kids to deal with.
Yeah. Encouraged by your words, in the future, his poetry will go off, and in time, he will accredit that. I rolled for his success in life. I got a 17, so he's doing well as a poet.
I'm glad.
You have 16 kids following you off to this tower. There's not so much a line because it's quite late, but like the mayor's tower, is always open. The guard there just like sees this, looks up, and says like, steps aside, and all right. You're going to see him twice in one day? All right. And I just like let you guys in.
I don't know why you think we're doing this on purpose, but yeah.
Not my place to question. You guys go in.
I look at the kids and I'm like, all right, do you all want to live?
Ideally.
Okay, follow our commands. Do not do anything we don't tell you to.
Yes,
all right.
Please don't touch stuff in the office because that would be bad.
All right, so attention!
They don't know what to do. They've not been trained up. So they're like scrambling around. One touches their
no,
toes.
everyone
one picks their nose.
You all have to stand straight when I say attention, and I show them what standing at attention looks like.
They try and copy.
Yeah,
the best
making them a military boot camp.
Yeah. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
That's I have a negative on charisma, but that's a 13.
Okay.
No, wait. Where is intimidation? Did you say?
Yes.
15.
Yeah, they get into a line. They're afraid of you. They get into a line as best they can for people who've never Then they stand up about as straight as they can. Most of them, they're like copying your salute. I mean, they're not perfect, and it's like if they were in the military, you would chew them out. But for people who've never done it before, they do as decent a job as you could expect.
All right, and then I'm like, and when I say at ease, you stand at ease, and then I show them what's standing at ease.
Okay. They wait. A couple of them will start moving, and then they get slapped by the others, and he didn't say at ease. And they get back.
Okay.
They're picking it up.
And when I say scram, that means you run because you're in trouble. Cool. Great. Now you're ready to meet the mayor. Let's do this.
Oh my.
Okay. You didn't tell them they are standing still because you didn't tell them to follow you or to be at ease.
Follow me while at ease. That should make sense.
They go out in wide string and they start like waddling, one leg, one forward, one leg, like
That's
old.
fine. I'll take it.
Like the green soldiers from Toy Story.
Yeah, that works.
You get into the lift. It lifts off once all of you are there, all the kids. Henrietta is also up there. Unless you told Henrietta to stay behind, she's also coming up.
She can come.
Bringing up the thing, brought into the room. The door like opens and you see like the mind flayer. He's just like there. He's got like what looks to be a cognac in his hand, just like preparing it to drink, and just like with his tentacles, and sees you and says like, I don't know what rumors you've heard about me, but this isn't the kind of tribute I'm interested in. Looks at the children, but I appreciate the door.
Oh, come on, you can read. No, you can't. Um, so, Mayor, we have come to you with a big problem and also a little bit of good news. Um, we found a creature in your sewers. Um, it is called, I believe my friends have told me here, it is called a spectator. It has
Name
been
is
luring.
his name is Saint Eye Claws, and like the
Yes.
man totally just like Saint Eye Claws, and like he looks at these kids, and his shadow like flare out, and he looks at these kids. A spectator in the sewers. Well, how? There's been a spectator in my sewers. Okay. How long has it been there?
105 years, apparently.
Henny had to correct. 104. So
Oh,
104, and I had no. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Those girls had sisters had to know. They didn't tell me. And he's getting, and then he like calms himself down. He's like, okay, all right. So you're saying him in the past tense. I assume this creature
Yes.
is no longer a problem.
This creature is no longer a problem. We have generously donated our time and energy in destroying this creature and making sure it will never bother any of the citizens of your fair city again. The thing is,
Mhm.
it has unfortunately left several victims of its nefarious deeds and crimes throughout the years. And I point to all the kids.
Looks at them, flares his tentacles, says that, and like, oh, I see. So manipulated these 16 youths into falling into in crimes against House Savinus. Oh, that's clever. Ah, I see what you're trying to do, Saint Claus. You were trying to humiliate me, embarrass me, make me lose my station, make the sisters get rid of me, and then you'd be free to do what you want. Oh, I haven't played one of these games in a long time. Yes. Well, gratitude for your assistance. I assume that you wish a boon if there is something I can do to repay this
Uh,
kind
the best
generosity.
boon, I mean, that is up to you as a mayor, but the best boon that we would wish for is to make sure that these children have a place to go to, a shelter, food, and clothing. Um, and, well, they've all been sort of abandoned. So,
Hmm.
maternal figure, anything like that would be great.
Say that last thing again.
A maternal figure, anything like that would be great. I don't know what sort of services you have in your city for taking in orphaned or abandoned kids, but if you have some
We have
ideas.
they're too small and weak to serve in a workhouse, and we haven't created an orphanage yet. Although that really should have been on the docket. I blame my predecessor. And he like shakes his and they're like, I see. All right. I will have words with the predecessor about this. That he allowed this to operate under his city for so long. But I can arrange something for these children and move up the assignment of an orphanage or foster home system.
That would be wonderful.
Excellent. Absolutely, we'll do that. I'll be working on that. Is there anything else that you wish? Anything else that I can help you with? Because you have been so helpful to my city. Because this is a problem. Unaccompanied children like this with nowhere to go. So wasted resource, and in your terms, a fault in society.
Wasted resources. Yeah, well, maybe think about that orphanage a little harder and get that going. That would be great.
We do not cannibalize the young. That is again a waste of resources.
Oh,
I meant that in a way of, they're not learning anything, they're not being educated, we're wasting their time, which means they will not be a productive member of society in the future.
That sounds about right.
capitalism strikes again.
So you were offering to give us something in return for all the work that we have done?
is there anything else I can help you?
I look to Medu and Talvar. I'm like, do we have troglodytes?
I look at Nobu and like, is there anything that we need from him? Like, passage?
whispers those you sound like whispers. Like, I mean, passage. I think we already he already said he was going to go, but I mean, he might know a little bit. Like, if this guy's been here for so long, maybe his maybe like he knows, because like my guy has to, maybe he knows a little bit about the item, or just like, so he's seen like the troglodyte might have left with it or something, or just like anything like that.
Wait.
Wait.
Out of game, does this guy do? I don't remember. Did we tell him about our mission at all?
No, you guys were very careful not to tell him you were looking for talismans.
We should talk about that then.
Okay, well, okay. I guess finding about the guy who might have left 6 or 7 months ago, the troglodyte, or girl, I guess.
Sure,
Person,
we'll ask.
troglodyte person. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. You two, do you want to ask that?
Can you tell us about this troglodyte person that we seem to be trying to find? We expect them to have gone away at least a few months ago. Where would we find someone like this? Have any idea?
I mean, you're going to be a bit more specific. Why are you looking for a single troglodyte who may have left the city?
We suspect that they are carrying resources that do not belong to them.
Yes.
We accuse them of theft.
Oh, I see. Well, what did they steal?
It's a rock.
All right, deception check.
I mean, it is a rock. It's just a very well-shaped rock.
It is not. It is not a rock.
Oh, what?
You know what the indent is? You don't exactly know what it looks like,
Right?
but you imagine it's part of like a big, like long item, like looks like the size of like a mace with like curved ends, or maybe an axe.
Oh,
you know,
then I say that it belongs to it's a part of a mace.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom.
Okay. And a family heirloom of one of yours?
No, just we were seeking it for people who care about these kind of things.
Yes.
I see. All right. Well, a troglodyte leaving with a weapon is a big deal, as troglodytes are very possessive about. They're not able to build weapons of their own, so they're very possessive of any that they can find. It is something they lord over the other troglodytes. But this one chose to leave.
Ah,
okay.
That is suspicious, isn't it?
It is. It's quite odd. I'll try and find out more information. I'll try and find out more information if I can.
Excellent.
Yes, I'll do so, and I will let you know before you leave the city. And don't worry, you can leave the children here. We will find. I'll make sure that they are well cared for. Yes.
Perfect. So that's task 1, and task 2 done. We can go rest now.
I look forward to trusting you with the safety of these kids. Okay, great. Well,
and the commands for the kids are, and I show him the commands for the kids. Attention, at ease, scram. They have been taught these 3 commands. You can teach them.
When you say scram, they run away.
They're like, stop, halt.
You didn't teach them the stop one.
Attention.
Some of them that can hear you do it. The others are like banging on the lift trying to get free. But of course, they cannot leave here without like the telekinetic control of the mind. They're like, oh, it's going to be this will be a chore. I see. All right then. Maybe I shouldn't have offered 2 favors. Okay. All right. Well, I'll wish you well. Krong! And like as he shouts this out, one of the walls one of the doors opened up, and you see a large metal figure. Looks like a suit of armor, but without a head. Pops out, and it's like its arm moves and shifts. Like the metal is like twisting and turning like quicksilver as it walks. As it like comes forward, lumbering over these like kids, a strange armor. They're scared, as like the chest splits open, like it opens up, and you see in a jar, looks like an ogre, just like head floating in the water. Little like tendrils are popping out, and this is like, boo, and the kids like, please collect the children. All right, Krong does, and like Krong just goes over and just starts picking up the kids, and just like puts it on its head, and just like picking them up slowly. Its body like doesn't move, like it shifts.
Right.
It's not like taking a step; it's shifting forward, moving, and there's like strange, unusual pattern. And it's just like picking them up, grabbing, turning into like a tentacle to like grab a bunch of them. Like
right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Impressive. I will tell the kids, hey, listen, you'll probably be safe here for a bit, and then they're going to find you a place to stay and food to eat and, people to hang out with. So you won't be alone. So, but you just have to endure this for like a day or two until they have it all sorted. Okay?
But we wanted to go adventuring and murdering with you. They hold up. The little plushy girl has the knife.
That will definitely happen. I cross my fingers behind my back. That'll definitely happen at some point in time. But you have to like get a little bit.
You should be able to run 10 kilometers, do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups.
Okay. So you've condemned these kids to die to demonstrate the fact that you're a weeb. I understand.
Eventually, but you need to finish growing first. So eat like all your vegetables and shit. So once you become a little stronger, then you can totally join us. I double cross my fingers behind my back.
Great. The kid automatically believes you. You have chained their life in this. Like, if they don't believe you, then there is no point in living. So they continue on. Yeah. That's not like no point in living. It means you are their last lifeline in their like some sense after all their life has been proved in a lie for the last 8 months, which is a lot for a kid.
You're really bad.
You guys didn't want to take them adventuring with us, so.
Okay. Yes. As you're like going, you can hear like the mind flayer mayor just like say something. So let us start with some. Who's proficient in non-Euclidean geometry?
Oh, they'll be fine.
Okay. Oh no, I don't think your finger's supposed to go in your nostril. Oh, this is going to be. Right. You can hear him like sigh as it goes. You guys leave the tower.
Guys, maybe this was the right decision. They're made for each other.
I must admit, I kind of find it hilarious that the mayor has to deal with this part at least.
Can you imagine if all of them develop the same abilities as the mayor and then someday come to adventure with us? We just have a bunch of mind flayer equipped children fighting with us.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, cool, right?
Incredible, but terrible.
That sounds like one psychic in charge of like a group of kids with a various eclectic bunch of abilities. These odd pod kids. Nah, I don't see how that working out. Oh well, I can help.
I feel like there's a reference there, and I'm wondering which one it is.
Yeah, so many people. Yes.
So many situations where you're like, that adult should not have been in charge of that kid. But anyway.
Yes, it's
all right.
true. All right. So yeah, where do you guys want to go?
Yuto is looking increasingly slumped and tired because he needs rest.
Right. Listen, just one last thing before we will go and rest. We're just going to pop over to, where the gnomes are partying and let them know that we've taken care of the vandalism problem. Okay?
Sorted. Perfect. And that way we can send a message for them. Through them.
Yeah. And also find out where Bill and Bull are and Cosmo, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just go there real quick and then we're going to go to sleep.
Yeah, you come over and you can see that you go to the place and it is like dark, but then the lights are all like set up around this place, like it's bright light. You can hear the music is coming out of the recorder, and you can see like the dancing, the celebration, and also, yeah, as you like come in, the guards outside looking like rolling their eyes, but they like let you in because they recognize you and they nod to Henrietta. Opens up and you say like, "Oh guys, you got here just in time for the countdown. Look!" And you can see this like glowing multi-spectral little like sphere starts like coming down from the ceiling slowly. It's like, "Oh, you're nearly here. It's time for the countdown." So you see, the point of this holiday is like as we end the celebration of like of the gnomish year, we all have drinks, we all dance, we all like tell about the past year, and then you find someone to glorful when the countdown ends.
To
And
what
that
now?
person you glorful. And when you do that, that's the person you're going to glorful with for the rest of the gnome year, which, as we all know, is 2 weeks. Yeah.
Glowful?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Talvar wonders. That's a long time to glorful with someone. Looks at Henrietta. Looks back.
I look at Pluto and say, what does groveling mean?
I've never heard of this term.
Okay, I'm going to pretend I never will hear of this further. But hey, right before the countdown,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just giving you great news. Your vandalism problem should probably be over. It was caused by a bunch of orphans who were being mind controlled. We took care of the mind controller, so the orphans should probably not be a problem. By the way, are you interested in adopting orphans?
any of them gnomes?
Are
A few
they?
goblins, some kobolds. I don't think I saw a gnome.
Ah,
I mean, are you
don't
guys racist? Because you were being the subject of.
Ooh, that's a good point. Give me just roll a d20 check for me.
I rolled a big fat 5.
Just like, look, it's not racist. It's just like like most of us are made for like, for gnomes. All the things are based off the gnomish dragon mark, and it's like, yes, you have some non-gnome, but it's like, how do we?
Yeah, you know what?
It
It
is a
might
bit
be a little
odd.
weird. It might be a little weird
is a
for
little-
them to adopt like a kobold or a goblin and not be able to give it the appropriate upbringing for a kobold or a goblin. The needs might be
Exactly.
different.
We wouldn't be able to.
gnomes.
It'd be a whole new culture for the guy or girl or NB or whatever, the kobold or the goblin. It'll be a bit awkward. It just takes time, and this isn't exactly a safe for kids environment. You see a couple of gnomes got excited, and they're already glorfling on like this on a table nearby. Nogu covers his eyes.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, besides the Northling bit, would you be okay if they came along to celebrate a couple of festivals once in a while?
Yeah, I mean, we do have there's Children's Day and Grandchildren's Day, and then bring your child to work. Yeah, okay, there's a few. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because you know what? They're just kids, man. They're punks on the street. They have nobody to look after them. And you don't have to look after them, but once in a while, if you're nice to them, they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah, they're like taking it in. It looks like they might be up for that. Meanwhile, one of them like comes. All right, here we go. Happy Gnomish New Year to you. And like you see, it is the box which opens it up. Sending stone.
Oh, hey. Thanks.
Just
Wait, are they two?
works about one. It's once per day.
Ooh.
You take it, and you do not need it is designed that you do not need to communicate with another sending stone. It works as the sending spell. So yes,
That's
you
very
use it by once a day. Focus on, you can like send it, and then it'll send the message back to whoever's holding the stone at that point.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much.
We do this. Yeah, we do this one prank where we would call Geoff's mum, like saying like say something kind of mean. Then we slip it in Geoff's pocket, and then he hears the response, and he thinks he's haunted. It's great. It's worked 4 times.
Is it Geoff
Like,
here
Geoff's
right
like,
now?
"Stop." Why are you going to embarrass me in front of people? I knew what it was by the second time. I got it. Why do you keep people that I'm falling for that? I'm gonna call my mom.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Thanks.
All right. Medu, please send a message to Cosmo, or rather to Bill.
With this, it won't work with this. These work between the two of the stones, right?
Oh no! This is a special amount of sending stone. It does not need a stone on the other end. You can send it as if the sending spell.
Oh,
It's not.
cool.
It's not a yeah.
Yeah. So we
Great.
can
Yeah,
send
it's
it to
basically
Bill.
just the sending spell. Yeah.
wait, let me try. I'm going to think of Bill. Bill. I'm going to try. It's awesome. Hey, Bill. We're in Rome waiting for you. Where have you reached? We'll meet you in front of. What's the name of that temple with the spikes?
the Minotaur bar.
We'll meet you in
Uh,
front of Minotaur Bar. See you soon, I hope. Please reply.
Beef boy is like, well, it can take some time. Beep. And like immediate response comes in. I said like, yeah, howdy, it's Bill and Bull and Cosme. Where am I? We're actually right over there. We got your earlier message, but I didn't know how to respond. So I just heated and hollering. For the sake, and he said more than 25 words by now. And it's like, yeah.
Hey, great news, Pewter. Talvar, they're already at the Minotaur Bar. We could just go there and find them. Oh, I wonder if that little baby bullet is still around.
Oh, I hope
that's
so.
cute.
Bella looks sad.
That would be awkward. Well, I told Cosmo to protect her, but might have slacked on the job. Who knows?
Cosmo is like Nogu looks at you like, what's you seem very anti-Cosmo. Like, what's going on?
Anti-Cosmo, this is an annoying horse.
Okay. Can I do an insight check on Medu? Because even by my standards, that's very disconcerting. An annoying.
Yeah, do an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he's not actually a horse, but you know what.
All right, so 18 plus something on insight, 20 total.
Yes, ever since the night with the hags, something's happened to her, and it's definitely, she would never call him a horse, even by other thing. And like Cosmo is literally her oldest connection that you've seen, like parts of life. She loves Cosmo. You don't know what's going on. This is like a big chain. Like you picked up on it, even like Nogu's picked up on it.
Right.
So like, and like it definitely like ties in to the night when she, offended the hag.
Do I know of any way that a spell could have done this? And if so, what could be the likely solution? I'll even discuss this with Nogu, who might know a little bit about medicine.
It was like hag magic kind of, they don't kind of follow the same rules as everyone else. It's sort of like Fae, what rules there are in magic, but they can do a lot. But usually when there is like a curse, it's either like on a time limit or it's on like, it's got like special conditions or something like, or just like there's like a trick to it, like, or like a way to countermand it, True Love's Kiss, don't touch a needle or you're going thread needle or you're going to die. He'll either be a king or he'll become the world's greatest priest. It's just like you gotta just know what the conditions are or figure out what those are, and then you can like and then you can work around it. But maybe there is. Do you still have? You have the talisman, right?
I do.
There might be a way. Allows you to swap features with a creature, and from my understanding is it can be physical, but it can also be mental. So it feels like if depending, maybe it can like reestablish the connection she has with Cosmo.
So are you suggesting, Medu? Listen, I really respect and care about you, but you're acting weird. So for a few seconds, zip it.
Robert's gotten mouthy, man.
Future can't deal with Cosmo being insulted so much. This is just weird. His abandonment issues are coming out. I will. Nogu, correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is that Medu here needs to swap features with another beast, and therefore will regain her sensibilities.
I mean, like maybe it has. Let's see what happened to Cosmo. Like, it feels like she doesn't have any. She can't think of any good looks at. Like, let me ask. Medu, what's a happy? Can you remember a time when like Cosmo was great? Like when you had a lot of fun with the guy? Like, think about the happy memories.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't call stamping on my foot with his claws happy.
What about when you won the tournament together? Wasn't that a happy memory?
You only pitched me off at the last minute.
See, this is weird.
Yeah, like she was having. I mean, it was a terrifying time, but I remember her being very happy during the race. Oh, man. I think it feels like her memory of the good times are gone. All the good. So with the Cosmo, if Cosmo still has the good memories, maybe if we use the talisman, we can put the good memories back.
Okay.
Which would be fine. I don't know if there are any side effects or anything. You've already moved on.
I'll accept. This is the plan we will work with. We don't have any other options.
Wait a minute. You're not switching my memories.
We're not
with
switching your memories.
Cosmo.
We're giving you your memories back.
My memories are fine.
They are colorless shadows of what they're supposed to be.
Oh, like the gnomes are like, oh, snap. And then like, back.
Ooh,
Oh, good. The countdown's starting. 15, 14, 13. And you're like, either you're going to stick around, or people are going to be like, gnomes are going to be making out with people, or you could leave.
We're leaving.
13, 12.
Talvar can stay.
I'm walking out of there.
Talvar can enjoy
Yeah.
that.
All right, Talvar can let us know if she stays for the countdown or leaves early in the chat.
But
Yeah.
she will probably see this way later, so we'll have to move on.
You know, So yeah, you guys are heading out of this, and you can hear like it's like look, oh good. As you guys like head out to the bar, this huge tavern designed with like spikes coming out the front, the image of like the female minotaurus on the top, on the front, and outside you can see a large bullet riding on top is Bill, who like is waving at you guys, and down in front with a little like bullet in a Bjorn, you see Cosmo, who like looks up, and just like goes in. Maydu, give me an insight check.
Oh no. Gonna kill me. Gonna try to kill me. That's a 9.
Yeah. With a 9, you do not realize that Cosmo is coming up and is trying to like hug and lick you. You think he's trying to impale you with your horn.
Oh, he's gonna call me. I kind of like shuffle to the side and try to dodge past his face.
Sure, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. What is that? 17.
You duck cleanly out of the way, and Cosmo like, huh? And I looks at you like confused and like a little bit hurt, like, and like then like moves his nose away as the bullet tries to like in its Bjorn tries to like bite at it, like.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, just hang on, okay? Don't gore me. Okay, I'm gonna take this thing off of you right now. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pick up that baby bullet and oh god, this thing is squirmy. Squirmy. You don't hang on, you're stronger than I am.
No, I'm not. Talvar is the strongest. Let her handle the baby bullet.
She isn't even here.
Yeah, Talvar's here. Talvar came a little bit behind you guys, but she's here.
Okay. I thought it was written she stayed.
Yeah, no, like it. Yeah, as far as you guys figured out, it's not as intense as you think it is.
It's a quick.
She stayed. Yeah, she stayed. She eventually came up behind you guys, and she's like looking very shy with Henrietta.
All right. So
can you please hold on to your baby right now? Hang on.
Okay, let's do this. Wow. I pull out the talisman, and I'm
so young.
And I'm like, okay, Nogu, guide me through this. And I'm like, Medu, come here.
We're not doing this. You're joking.
She has to touch it.
Yeah.
And touch Cosmo, and then I'll do the spell.
Okay. Medu, touch this.
Yeah.
No.
Just touch it.
Why should I do that? I don't want to swap my memories with a horse.
If you won't be swapping your memories will stay the same. Besides, memories are overrated. Look, I barely have them.
Yeah, I can see the effect that's happening on you.
Uh,
Fine. Nobu, if anything bad happens, this is on you.
Okay, so you've got it. You touch Cosmo.
Yeah, I touch it to Cosmo. Cosmo, put your paw on here. Come on, and I give him
Okay,
like
cool.
icons.
All right, great. So as the spell's being
Don't-
cast,
don't go me.
Pewter's got got Medu and Cosmo all touching the amulet, right?
I'm going to move my
That
hand
sounds
away so that I'm not holding it, because I'm smart. I'm.
I had to clarify, but I was like, I didn't want to clarify too obviously.
I ain't getting fucking involved in this thing.
Certainly. Pluto paws the ground.
Yeah. It starts to glow as you're like touching it, and like the spell activates, and then light comes out, light comes in. And like it's going through your body, and it's like you like feel suddenly your mind is like awash, and then you see the world from Cosmo's point of view, his memories. You can see him when he was just starting out, when he was a young fawn, and you were like helping him raise him, and he looks at you with complete adoration and love. You see those when your first flight together. You see the traumatic sides when like he was brought down, lost his wing, and you were there. And like as these memories come in, you could see like that feeling from you. You see the good side, the good times from his point of view, and they kind of like they fill in the gap from yours, and you feel this like intense connection. But you also, as it's happening, your dragon mark starts to glow intensely. Like everyone can see, like it's glowing brighter, starts to shift, and actually seems to be evolving and changing and shifting. And like, there's this glowing of intense energy between you two as you feel like this brief like connection starts tying and become stronger and more permanent. You feel your body shifting. You feel a little weaker, but you feel Cosmo feel stronger. And like as your things happen, it's like okay, this is going a bit too strong. There's something's happening, and then suddenly there is a flash of light, and then suddenly the light comes down. You, as the light comes down, you feel different. Your body there is now a little bit, you see it as your hair has gone a light, cross between your original hair and more blue, similar to Cosmo. Cosmo himself has taken a little darker, hair looks a little darker as you're like looking at him. And you feel, even as you've stopped letting, both of you stop holding the talisman, there's a connection to you. You feel this bond with him, but also like his animal side, this like awakening of like, not the mage bred animal, but like this beast from the wilds. Feel like this awakened side of you, this like stronger connection. You are no longer a fighter. You are a beastart.
Hey,
Hey,
start
that's-
hype.
Start hype. This was awesome, by the way. But I am right now currently on my butt on the ground, it's halfway scrambled from Cosmo, and just looking at everybody with like intense. The heck just happened? Wait, Cosmo?
Looks up at you.
I do the hiccup hand movement up to see if Cosmo goes in.
Yeah, he like goes into it. He said like, and you can like, I think at this is level you can understand animals. Yeah, you can understand it. Yeah, and you can basically like almost hear him like saying, "This is nice. I missed this. I missed you, me too." And like, I missed
Cosmo
my
body.
best friend.
Oh. Do I remember being an asshole about Cosmo?
Oh yeah, you remember all of it.
Wow.
Like, you could feel like there were gaps in your memory, and like with that connection, they've kind of been refilled, sort of from his point of view. So, but it does like fill in the gaps, and so you know what you did, what you were like.
Oh, good. Well, I have now come out of this experience with a lot of guilt. That's great. But I'll get up and just give Cosmo a big hug around his neck and rub the fur on his neck and just be like, "Good boy, I missed you too. I missed you too. At least I didn't miss you for a little while, but I did miss you a lot now."
That confuses him, but he gives you like a big lick of appreciation.
Okay, that part I did miss.
Do you still wish I had not tried to do that?
Well, I don't know. I feel all sorts of weird. That thing's dangerous, man. Those talisman things are like, they're powerful. I wouldn't suggest you do it with someone else. I'm just saying.
I think I don't know. I like no.
Look at
I
this.
don't think I
My
was.
muscles are gone.
Yeah. Muscles are irrelevant,
you-
and you just see like one metal piece, so there's no
Yeah.
flex there.
Yeah, your muscles are changed. They are less like bulky and more like slender and long, like a deer, like a deer's legs. Like it's more that kind of muscle, more like lean kind of muscle. So there has been like some change in your body. You also kind of see like Cosmo has always been a little bit like unhealthy and uninjured since the fight because he is like a mishmash of like different creatures that's been forced together by magic. Now his body like seems a bit healthier, a bit broader, and he's like there. He looks a lot stronger than he might have been otherwise. And you do feel like this, and there is that connection that wasn't there before. There is that you feel this to his. Like it's not, you can't see it, but you can feel it, almost like through your heart. And but there has definitely been a change to your dragon mark. It's definitely gotten bigger.
Yeah, I mean, something happened with that thing. I think it activated my mark a bit, but oh man, I feel like I don't know how I stayed away from Cosmo for all this time. I just feel like, oh no, I've never felt this close to a creature before. Any creature.
Bill nods like, I know what you mean. I feel the same way about Bull. He's my best buddy. Sorry, she's my best buddy. He's rubbing her like.
She's a great buddy.
She's so great. She's so great. And you're good. Well, I'm so glad that I could help bring this reunion, and I'm so glad you guys helped me. Not get killed by those goblins back in that cave, and then later by those gnolls. You guys are great. Truly, truly great people.
The future at this point is just like lost all power. Battery's like super low. You just see his like eyes are bleeping a little bit of red as the battery's like the bottom bar.
Oh man. Yeah, well, we've had a very long couple of days, so we need to have a rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Bull in the stables, and then let's all get ourselves a nap.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Let's all hit the haze.
Sounds great to me.
Who are the haze and why are we hitting them?
Metaphor.
We got away from that joke.
Yes.
That robot joke. As you guys do get rooms, that you can see like the rooms are. Bill has has arranged something, and seems like your room have been like paid for. So you guys do basically get like one big room that you guys get to get. Cosmo has been forced to be in the stable unless you're kind of like a fuss about it. There is actually hay in this room. There's like a bed, but also there's like blankets on the side, and then there's like this huge bit of hail down in like a corner. And it's like this is like a decent sized room, but it is like the four of you guys squatting. Bill, actually no, Bill is also here. So the five of you squat.
This is gonna be a problem. You know what? I'll hang out with Cosmo. I don't mind sleeping in a stable. I've done it many times.
Yeah. So yeah, Talvar's like, looks at Talvar and says like, I got a place in the city back in the thing. Guys, I'll be right back. And she like takes a step outside. And then you hear her run down the stairs.
Okay, well, we're not gonna see her the rest of the night. That's fine. Yeah. Peter, are you okay to shut down over here?
I would like to have Talvar assess my modules. As you have noticed, I've been acting very odd. I would like my morality module to be checked. I would like my personality module to be checked. And I would also like my accent module to be checked because I'm not sure what's going on any of those fronts.
Back up the stairs. Talvar is like, yeah, all right, let's work on this. All right, first up, there's been some damage on the. I feel like going with the list.
Yeah.
All right, let's play around with the accent module. Okay, try this accent.
Hey, how you doing over there, guys? Oh, nope, that's a bad one.
Change it.
A brand new accent comes out.
No, this is me talking in a very weird accent. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Nope, I don't like
Change
this.
it.
Changing it.
This is really boring and monotonous.
What about South African?
I don't know if I can have a South African accent.
The hardest accent to do.
No. It's you know
You're
what?
from there.
I'm from there, so it's my weird accent is usually a result of my Indian South African accent.
Yeah,
So yeah.
fair enough.
Uh,
So yeah, the accent. Yeah, so yeah, to play around with the accent until you're comfortable with.
Hey,
As well as,
could
like,
we
your-
could we keep it on a setting where it? I heard of a principle called what's it?
machine learning?
No. But I mean accurate. It's where you copy accents to fit in. Can I try that?
Yeah, she puts out one that's more clay-like and more adaptive. And she's like, okay, we'll do that. And she's like, huh. Your body like seems really good into like adaptive like learning in a lot of ways. Like, huh?
Excellent.
Well, Warforged are kind of like set in their ways a little bit, but like
I mean, I'm mostly made out of random pieces you found in the garage, so I imagine that's partly why.
I mean, the frame and like the important stuff, is original. I mean, not that the toaster's not important.
Can we remove the toaster?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Or can we just move it so that it's on top of my head instead of my mouth? I don't really like tasting bread all the time.
You can taste? I didn't know. I didn't.
Do you have taste receptors?
I mean, they're mostly burnt because there's only toast on them all the time. Really hot toast. I would like to.
Yeah. She's ready and able to like give you like, a rehaul as much as you did. She is a little upset that she's not spending Gnomish New Year, but outside the hay room. But she is helpful and she's willing to like put the toaster where you want, adjust your shape.
Okay, so my toaster moves up so that ting,
yeah. So if you ever want to like do an art redesign, we have like an excuse for the changes.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, and so wait, so my accent, I think I'll stay with this accent, but every now and then if I'm really being sarcastic, I would like, oh yes, I think my humor module's been acting very weird as well. Could you check what's going on over there?
With your what?
My humor module.
Your humor module?
Yes, apparently.
No, you had one.
Yeah.
Well, you've stopped using the orphanage joke, which is good. It says it's open to learning new jokes. So I guess.
Can we set humor at so if what is the spectrum it is at? Is it like only sarcasm?
There is, for example, sarcasm, dad jokes, like dry British wit, American jokes, explaining your jokes, and then there's some more in here, just making fun of languages and accents, fart jokes. There's a lot of things on the spectrum.
Let's just keep it between dad jokes and sarcasm. Let's keep it there.
Cool. All right.
Talvar, think hard about what you're doing. There's no going back.
Well, I'm trying to think hard about what I should be doing, and I'm really not really paying attention to this part. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Here we go. She's unlocked dad jokes.
All right. And then finally, if we can. So wait, we got right. So I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, you seem to be, changing. So it's not only me who's changing. Even Medu changed a lot today, and then you kind of seem to have taken an affinity to the Dark Six.
Hey, whoa! I don't like these accusations. Yes, the Dark Six have an affinity for me. I don't like you spreading these rumors.
Sure. So I'm just wondering, and then that hobgoblin, he offered to teach me this whole new fighting style, and I'm wondering what you guys think I should do. It's not that I will be able to pick it up right away, because as you can tell, some of the more advanced coding requires practice. But do you think I should be in the middle of everything and fighting, or do you think I should move in the shadows, or would you like me to perhaps be like you, where I heal people? We can ask them.
Am I still in the room? Am I still?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you are in the same room. I mean, yeah. You haven't left to see Cosmo. You were less like, you were like saying, don't do the jokes, don't do the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're here.
Like, I mean, that's a decision for you to take, isn't it, Peter? Don't you feel like there's something that you in particular want to do?
I agree, but
Uh,
I would like some advice. I believe that, you know, I would like to be what is considered a friend, and a friend consults others for insight. Nogu, what do you think I should do?
Nogu's just like stories and like, well, you were very the way you fight now is a little different from how you used to fight when knew you before. That few times when you had to protect me, you were very you were more a fan of weapons. I remember that much rather than
Right.
fists. Fists are something you learned later. You learned later on with
Oh, wow.
she's like clicking his fingers. Like, yeah, that the other guy you were with, he taught you more how to use your fist. Before that, you were very weapon heavy. You and it's very difficult. I didn't see a lot about the fighting. You guys tried to keep me from that, but yeah, yeah, you were very uh, you were dangerous. I don't know what you want to be. I guess who you were in the war doesn't really. I guess we're not. None of you guys are like who you were back then. So you
Yes,
can
I don't
decide
want
who
to
you want to
particularly
be.
use weapons. I do not like weapons.
Sure. I think what's it called? And like he's like stopping to think about things. It's like, and so I know I can heal. Talvar can heal. Like, yeah, but I also like smacking people with the stake and doing like. So I can do everything. I'm great. It's just I can do a lot of things, and like we have Cosmo back who can hit melee, and we've got range, so we can kind of get that there. So I guess
In which
I don't
case,
think. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
a
to
lot.
be honest, I don't think I'm very strong anymore, and I don't know. I think Cosmo's become a little heavier, so maybe he can get a little bit more into the thick of things if we require. But beyond that, I don't really have a preference. I'm still an archer. I still use
right,
bows and arrows, sometimes scimitars,
right.
sometimes thrown.
Well, it seems that I need guidance, and while you all have been helping me, um, none of your fighting styles really complement what I'm doing. So perhaps I should take the hobgoblin up on his offer and learn this way of the astral self.
Uh, Give me an insight or just a history check.
History. Cool. Um, do I pick, or is it history or insight?
Your choice. Your choice.
16, history.
Yeah. You're just like remembering something
Okay.
as you were like looking at that. You remember Kronk, the large man that you saw before, that large
Right.
like ogre head and his like strange body that was
Right.
like shifting and moving and changing.
Right.
And then like as you were looking at that body, and it's like there's something familiar about it, like the way it was moving. And then you realize what it was. It wasn't like a knight armor. This was at one point, and it's this body. You had seen this model, not specifically, but it is a model of warforged armor. A warforged armor doesn't move that way. There was like something that was affecting it that was able to like make it move in that kind of way, and that this warforged body, and even you remember, Noah has said your body is like extremely like what's here is quite flexible. It's adaptive. It can change. So as you're like thinking like people who can teach you, yes, the hobgoblin whose name you never learned is an option, but also like Kron can do something with a warforged body that you've never seen been done, but it is definitely a warforged body. So as you're thinking about potential people who could teach you, it wouldn't be the goblin style. It'd be a different style, but it'd be about changing and adapting your body. So you realize you have two potential other. So there's another potential option that you could have, another potential mentor.
Uh, but so okay, DM. This is a DM question. What would basically that path be? Would be
Oh, that'd be the way of living weapon.
living weapon, and that would still be using weapons then, right?
No, it's the one that shapeshifts you.
Yeah.
And Keith Baker.
Hold on, let me check.
Bodies.
I don't think there's anything that stops you from using a weapon for that style.
Sure, yeah. I'm just, I think as a character, I'm avoiding. Forged Heart. Ooh, yes, there's, this is insightful, yes. Perhaps if I am built to be adaptable, then I should stay with what I'm built to do.
I'm not trying to push you one way or the other. I'm just like letting
Yeah.
you know if you wanted a mentor, there's another option.
Hey, I mean, you can take your time to think about it. This is not a decision you need to make right now.
This is true. I should perhaps scan my
Also,
own. This is
you're
true.
low on sleep.
I should rest.
Okay.
Okay, I will rest and sleep on this, and perhaps go deep within myself and try to reflect on the path that I might take.
Mm-hmm. So, assuming there's nothing else you guys want to think about, on Skidder, you guys all head to sleep. Some of you in the stable, some of you just powering down in the room with Bill and Nogu, and other of you, gone off to who knows where with who knows who. Yeah.
No Miss New Year.
No Miss New Year all night long. As you go rest, take your long rest. You guys know that come morning, you guys will be on your way to Great Crag, the capital of Drone, where you guys are looking. Heading away to Great Crag. And as we have some time. No one's in a hurry. You guys come down. You guys wake up, reboot. Talvar's there downstairs having breakfast.
Nice.
They're like, "Well, no, I didn't stay out too late. Just saying, just a hair in the same outfit as yesterday." Eating breakfast as you guys go in, and then large figure slams the door open. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Krong! Run!" And there's just a duck. And you see the large, headless, like Krong comes forward, just a huge metallic, again, like shifting and moving instead of a normal body, like comes forward as like it goes in, opens up. You see the head of this like ogre, just like in the middle of it, says like, "Yeah, I was told to give you it. I was told to give you information. Transport has been provided to take you all the way to Great Crag. In addition, I'm supposed to give you this." And just like his topper body opens up, like a slot that wasn't there, like a little post office thing. Paper pops out, like some papers pop out, and then he hands it to you guys. They're like, information about a troglodyte who has gone missing. Several troglodytes. There was a group of 4 in the sewers department. This group of 4 troglodytes around 7 months ago. They all vanished. Did not report back. Unsure what happened to them. All they left behind was a very well-fed Otiok. We weren't sure. We weren't sure about the details. But they went missing around this time. Here are their names, and he provides a name. There seems like two male troglodytes, one non-identified, and a female troglodyte. That seems to be the group. It's very likely one, and with the general descriptions, they're all fairly short. As you're looking at them, 2 of them is actually described as quite tall. Troglodytes are medium creatures, and another 2, the non-binary and the female one, are actually fairly short, about 4'3" and 4'6". As you're looking at them, and you see there's some more descriptions about them. Maybe you can. Yes, I'm not sure where they may have gone. At that regard, we will be on the lookout for them. But besides that, no other information that we think there's no other information that we can think of that could help.
That's great. Thank you very much, Krong.
No problem.
I look to Peter.
I will be like, do you like how you're designed?
You mean the body or the fact my head is in a jar?
The body.
Oh, it's okay. It was difficult to move originally, but I was put in here and installed into this old body when the mind player took over. I used to be the warlord, and he like raises his hands up, so like up, and like people like start panicking. And now I am the butler.
That
They
is
put
tragic.
me in here. I had to learn. Mind player forced me to learn how to control the body and move it in this way. And like he like stands up, takes a few steps back, and says like, "Yes." I said like, and now I have to do the punishment for saying my previous possession. And then his body just starts popping and locking, like full moonwalk up and down. His head inside spins like this is disorienting.
This
and
is
just like again,
very
it's incredibly
impressive.
graceful.
Yeah. Very talented.
I mean, yes, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think you could learn to do something like that?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, that would be really cool to do.
Hey, Mr. Krom, is there a way for us to contact you? Only you, not necessarily your employer.
Mm. Well, didn't you acquire a sending stone yesterday?
Ah, shit. They know everything.
My boss reads minds as a living. Well,
No,
he
I
runs
don't
the
like
city
it.
as a living.
It's
Neither do
really,
I.
it's very invasive, I have to say. But okay, yes,
Truly.
yes, okay, great. Well, maybe my friend Peter here maybe might want to talk to you a little bit more about your modifications. Is it okay if we contact you by sending stone then? That's a very tough lock, and yes, I'm down for that. Thanks, old beat. Oh, what's the transportation?
There is a caravan prepared to take you to Great Crag at noon.
Great, thanks.
Mhm.
I look at Bill and Bull, and I mean, well, Bull is probably in the stables, but I look at Bill, be like, are you planning to come with us to Great Crag, or is this technically where our contract ends?
I mean, I was going to take you to Great Crag as the kind of thing, but you guys found your own way. So it's like, unless you need me, I can start. I was trying to make tracks, maybe head up to on there, maybe see how things were going over there. Just look around before these guys start putting me on the menu. There are a lot of people looking at him, as you know, insects are well known for their protein.
But yeah, you know what? They did mention they might cannibalize children at some point. So yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe you should take a little bit of a vacation from this spot.
Yeah. I'll just see if there's any clients to ride on bull. But it was really nice meeting all of you. Absolutely, real lot of fun.
It was our pleasure as well. Before you go, I look at everyone else. What are we going to do about the baby bullet in the room? Here's the thing. I already have Cosmo, and looking after him is plenty of work. Do you want to add a bullet to our load here? It's a baby.
Well, there's I'm sure you could find someone who wants to buy it either here,
Buy it.
one of the house. Yeah, someone here might want to take it. Maybe one of the houses would be interested in that. I think Bass might be interested in that. Or you could try and head to Great Crag itself. Maybe see if there's someone there who's willing to pay better.
I don't know about paying, but somebody will give it. Be nice to it. Oh well, maybe we'll find someone.
You can give it away for free to somebody. I'm sure somebody will take
Wouldn't
it.
it want to stay with its mom?
Its mom tries to eat it.
Ah, right. Very well.
That's why you left your little reindeer thing.
Hey, his name's Cosmo.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Cosme. You lied to me. I can't speak your language. All right.
Very well.
All right.
We can keep the bullet and then give it to someone in Great Crag who might be a fitting
Sounds
owner.
Wait, is Henrietta coming with us?
Don't think so.
Yeah, Henrietta does walk in at this point, saying like, "Oh, hi, everybody in this room, including Talvar, who I haven't seen since last night. Nothing untoward."
Insight check.
Then you grumble. What was that one?
I rolled a 10 total.
I'm gonna do deception with disadvantage. You think that she did see Talvar more recently?
I suspect that you did see each other recently.
Like, man, this is like Kronk said, I didn't put that together. You are a very smart Warforged.
Thank you.
All right. They're like looking away, a little bit embarrassed, and like Kronk just like says, like, "All right, I will see you later. Take care." And just like goes out the door.
This is amazing.
I'm giggling too much to say bye properly.
I am.
Wait, okay. Go ahead.
So go on, you were going to say?
I was going to ask Henriette, are you coming with us to Great Crag? That's our next destination.
Yeah, sure. I need to head there anyway. That's where my bounty is for those 3 Minotaur skulls.
Right.
Ah.
All right. So, new task list. We all quickly go prepare for our journey to the Great Crag, which means shop for anything we need. I go visit the Hobgoblin and make a decision on whether I'm going to pay him or learn from him. And also maybe find out what his name is, because referring to him as the Hobgoblin is a bit weird. And then we all head out for the Great Crag.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah. And with that declaration, our heroes get prepared for all the things that they might need. As per the next time, they will be on the road, heading off to Great Crag at level 3.
Hey! Hype!
Yes, you guys all leveled up. Even Talvar, who wasn't here. Yeah.
Talvar has turned to the dark side, and she's going to abandon her current god and pick one of the dark six.
She's already picked a level 2, but she can change if she wants to change. You can change gods without changing your domain.
You should change. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We hope all of you had fun watching, enjoying these adventures, and we hope you had a good year, a good Gnomish New Year to all of you, and we'll be seeing you guys in 2022.
Next week, which is the 5th, but we will confirm if that stream's happening, because the first week of the new year might be rocky, so we might just start the week after that. But check out our socials, check out Discord to be up to date with all of that. Cool.
Yes. And also, join the Discord where you can be part of the fun.
Yes, including Powered by the Apocalypse Week.
Powered by the Apocalypse Week. Go check that out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Cool. Sign-ups are tonight. Don't forget.
Oh, dang. Everyone, quickly, sign up.
Cool. And end screen.